Hello everyone and welcome to a new FH2 tutorial, this time on static modeling. We will take a simple project that will be useful for one of our upcoming new fronts, and that can also fit in some already existing maps. So you guys will be able to understand how to proceed when you want to do statics. As I said, we'll make something quite simple. We will not create new textures. We will just take example on what we have already in game and try to create something new. So the first thing important when you want to create a statics is uh, understanding what you will try to recreate in game. So what historical piece you want to depict in game. So for this tutorial, we will make a Spanish mount. So it's anti-infantry obstacle that we can find in some front, like in Finland, Russia, etc. But really, that can be found in, well, a lot of battles. The difference with the ones we have already in game is that we will make something quite big, actually, nearly the size of a man, as you can see on the picture on the left. And the difference also is that we will make it use a texture that will fit the vegetation already present on the Nordic fronts, and also make it snow ready. So if mappers want, they can use it, with some snow covering parts of the obstacle. So what I suggest when you want to do statics is first make yourself a folder where you will be able to find all the research you have, and the more plans you have, or the more human reference you have, the better it is. So for example, you can see we can make different. So with one frame, two frame, a bit smaller, a bit bigger. Here we can see the way the barbed wires wrap around the logs, etc. Same for here. And here you can see the size of a man near the obstacle. Here the same, etc. So yeah, you get the idea. Of course, you will have some contradiction between some of your references, because while the engineers do what they can with what they have, and the way they want to do it. So you won't have, for that kind of stuff, perfect and precise plans. So you will have to try to synthesize your references into something new. So you can make yourself some 2D drawings before getting into 3ds, but here we get directly to 3ds because we have some nice drawings that are already available. What we can note is the multiple barbed wires all around the obstacle. That makes, well, quite a grid, and you have some diagonals also. Um, you have the barbed wire that wraps sometimes around the logs, sometimes don't. You also have sometimes a clear cut, sometimes bit of pointy. So yeah, it's up to you to decide, but don't overthink it too much, of course. So in the end, I've decided to go with something a bit of a mix. We will start for this tutorial with something that I will be later be able to modify, so to have multiple variants, perhaps something destroyable, perhaps something not, etc. But yeah, anyway, so I will make an obstacle 2 meters 50 long, something around well 1 meter 50, 1 meter 65 high. And we will keep the 50 centimeters of log on each side. We will keep the diameter of the log, so between 15 and 20 centimeter. And we will put some barbed wire every 50 centimeter. So for example, when I will be able to do this one, I would just have to delete one section, and that way it will be really easier to modify the barbed wire mesh, etc., and repeat what I have done and duplicate it to the other frame, etc. So yeah, so it will be mostly like that, but a bit bigger because to me 150 is not enough. So here we are on 3ds. Everything is ready to go. I've already imported some soldier here that will be useful to get some reference on what we will be making. And you can note that statistics, I've shown this, so polygon count, triangle count, vertex count, frame per second, total per selection, show statistics, because it will be useful in the end when you will try to optimize or verify what modification you are actually doing in the static. So this is the basis. Also remember when you are modeling to set your units. So here is my setup. Of course you can be in inch, etc., but you will have to remember that when you send your file to someone, or when you try to merge one 3ds file to another, it will not necessarily have the same unit scales, and you will have fuckups. So always try to set your files the same way. It's way easier for you to handle. So first step, you will have to do a blockout of what you want to achieve. Put it at the center, so 0, 0, 0, and try to get the good dimension of what you want to achieve. Up. Up. So this will be mostly or the blockouts are for static. You cannot the element of the side that will be the part of the log that it's going through of the obstacle. At the moment it's quite high, even if I put it at the height they've made. You have to remember that mappers tend to put stuff on slopy grounds, uneven ground, so they will put it inside the terrain. So perhaps make it a bit bigger, so they have room to adjust the statics. We want to achieve something quite big, so we will see after what we'll be able to do. Up. So we'll start with our basic logs now. Radius. So we'll make it 18 centimeter. Three. One important thing you will have to do is to try to get yourself some easy to calculate dimension. So always try to be on 1 meter, half a meter, 10 centimeters, etc. Don't go with something like this at start, because when you try to modify, etc., you will have to divide here, and that becomes really painful. Yep. Tac. Tac. Yeah, so here is the basis of our obstacle. So yeah, quite simple, to block out. I will try to enhance the result to have some better dimension, because I think the logs are a bit too thick for now. Um, well, then still quite good though. It's just that I've put the logs here, the cross rather approximately, so I will do something better off record, so you guys will see how it goes without waiting too long. Okay, so after a few minutes of adjustment, I've enhanced a bit the result. If I show you the box I've made at the start, you will be able to see that I tried to align the various um, elements with it. So for example, if I show the wireframe, yeah, I got at the top of the box, etc., etc., etc. You can note that I've put the logs a bit sticking inside the other logs. Same for the two logs of the cross. So it's a bit better in game to do this because you get the feeling that the two are connected. Yeah, so let's make it like that. One thing you will have to note is that, of course, in the nature, not everything is straight. So, what thing you can do to try to get a bit of variation, is try to like this. And do the same on the cross. Not too much, but just slightly. So yeah, you get the feeling that not everything is straight out of modelization um, software. But you can also, if you want, twist stuff like that. Um, we'll do it here too. Of course, this is really detailing. When you will do the loads, the various level of details that we will see later in the tutorial, you will have to get rid of that. So don't do that too strongly because you will see then the difference between the various slot. You will have the mesh moving from one position to another because sometimes it's straight up, sometimes it's less curvy, etc. So do it a bit, not too much. We will do now is connect everything into one mesh. So LH, tick, 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 and rename it to the name we will want in game later on. So you notice that we are missing one thing is the points. Sorry, not the points. The unclear cut, of course. The chopped wood. So we will add some geometry. You don't really have to be on the exact center here. It will give variation, so it's still nice to not be exactly on the center. Up. For instance, up, up. And then what we will do is move the various thing. We'll try to be somewhere between 10, 20 and 30 centimeters. So here we'll do 48, for example, etc. Quick saving. Always remember to save your stuff. That's really important. Yep. Oh, I missed a few here and there. Again, if you want to add some variation, you can here. So you're not forced to align stuff here. It's because it's done ASCII. It's made by engineers on the front, perhaps under some bombardments or in a hurry. So yeah, be precise when you need to, and bring some variation when you have to. We will also remove the smoothing groups because for now they are not helping us to visualize what we are doing. Again, here you can see the various points are starting at the same way, so we will move it around so bring also some variation here and there. So with a bit of adjustments, here we are. So as you can see now, the ends are quite irregular, and will look better, I guess, in the game. Yep. So we will not put the barbed wire yet. That it's too soon for now, and we don't really want to complexify too much the tutorial right now. In the next episode, we will do some smoothing groups and to make it look a bit better, and also we'll start unwrapping and texturing the mount, so it will start looking like a real piece of wood. See you next time.